Order.
Sir.
The Board of Denture Technology meeting is to convene at 9:03 a.m. on September 26, 2022 at the Health Licensing Office in Salem, Oregon by telephone conference call. I will now call the roll. Ron Ferris here. Todd Young.
Here.
Chris Chapman.
Here.
Grant Smith.
Here.
Okay. Members, when you wish to speak, please state your last name for the record. Board members are asked to not use the chat feature during meetings. Public members wishing to speak must first sign in on the roster sheet available. For public members calling in on public phone lines, please use email April Fleming at DHSOHA State, Oregon, US, and provide your first and last name. Public interest parties feedback may be heard during the public interest parties feedback period if indicated on the agenda. Everyone is asked to use appropriate language, manners, and protocols when conducting board business. This meeting is called to order.
All right, Ron, thank you very much. So the first item is approval of the agenda.
So we make a motion for the approval of the agenda as written. Do I hear a motion?
Grant Smith, motion to approve.
This is Todd Young. I second.
Motion approved and seconded. So the next item on the
Ron, before you move on, you need to do a roll call, and they need to signify by aye.
Oh, thank you. Okay, on the to approve the motion, the roll call: Ron Ferris, aye. Todd Young,
Aye.
Chris Chapman,
Aye.
Grant Smith.
Aye.
Okay, approval of the agenda, motion approved.
All right. Next on the agenda is the meeting dates for 2023. I think there's a typo on the paperwork though. So it looks like February 6, June 5, and September 25. Everybody's okay to take a quick look at your calendars. Again, that's February 6th, June 5th, and September 25th.
Okay. That I have. What was the typo you mentioned?
The top 2022 meeting dates.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I'm okay with the dates. There's any discussion on the dates, or do we make a motion to approve?
We'll need someone to make a motion, but it looks like Todd's still looking at his. I can't see anybody else.
Yeah.
This is Todd. Those dates work for me. Happy to make a motion to approve with the change, obviously, in the title of that to 2023 meeting date. But the three dates, make a motion to approve February 6th, June 5, and September 5 as for the meetings next.
Yes.
Do we have a second?
This is Chris. I'll second that.
Okay.
Yeah, this is Chris. I'll second that.
Motion has been seconded. We'll take a roll call on the approval of the motion. Ron Ferris, yay. Todd Young.
Aye.
Chris Chapman.
Aye.
Grant Smith.
Aye.
The second and the motion has been approved for the 2023 meeting dates.
All right, the next item on the agenda is the approval of a chair. So there's a statement here I'm going to read for everybody. On September 27, 2021, Ron Ferris was nominated and elected as chairperson for the Board of Denture Technology, or the board, for the duration of 2022. In accordance with ORS 680.560, the board must nominate and elect a chairperson for, again, a typo, 2022, but is intended to read 2023. And the statute reads 680.560, board meetings. The State Board of Denture Technology shall hold a meeting at least once a year and shall annually elect a chairperson from its members. The role of the chair in the meetings: officially call the meeting to order, keep order, and impose any necessary restrictions for the efficient and orderly conduct of the meeting, direct the flow of the meeting, and to ensure the meeting is conducted in a professional manner. Some key points regarding meeting protocol include board members wishing to speak must wait to be addressed by the chair. Once addressed by the chair, the board members must state their last name for the record before speaking. The chair guides members through the motion-making process. If public comment is being accepted by the board, audience members must wait to be addressed by the chair and state their full name and affiliation with the board. The chair will officially enter and exit executive session, officially adjourn the meeting. Role of the chair outside the meetings: will collaborate with the director regarding the board budget. The director may contact the chair to discuss the board budget regarding revenue, expenditures, and possible fee changes. Assist in generating meeting agendas. The board specialist or analyst may contact the chair to discuss the agenda for any upcoming meetings. The chair may be asked to comment on topics to be discussed and the format or order in which the topics should be presented at the meeting. So just to refresh everybody's memory, currently Ron is the chair and he can reappoint to the board. Chris his expiration is 9/25 of 2022. Todd's in his first full term. He can reappoint. His term expires 3/14 of 2024. And Grant Smith is in his second term, which expires 9/22/2025, and he cannot reappoint. So
Todd had a question.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Did you say Chris is 9/25 of this year or next year? Just curious. I didn't catch that.
It shows this year, and I don't know if Sammy
Okay.
or Derek can confirm that right now or not.
Okay.
Okay, so the board has options. And keep Ron as the chair, or someone can nominate another.
So, hey, Bob, can I, if I was to expire on the 25th, today's the 26th,
Right,
that could be a problem. Maybe you're aware of that.
Bob,
yeah,
it's 2023,
okay.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
but he can continue to serve until replaced. Hold on, let me see if it's his first term or second. Cannot reappoint. So, no. Term, yeah. 9/25/22. And he can't reappoint, but he continue to serve until replaced.
So Chris, are you willing to?
Okay, this is Chris. Yes, I am. But didn't you say, because I thought I heard you say that I expired in the year 2023, but then is it 2023 or 2022?
22.
Oh, 22. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm willing to stay in position until further needed.
Okay,
I'd like to nominate Ron to serve in that position again, if he's so willing.
This is Grant Smith. I will second that.
Ron, are you willing to?
Yeah, no, thank you for the compliment. I'll be the reader as long as you can hear me.
All right. So you need a motion was made and it was seconded. Ron, if you would read the roll call, please.
Okay. Well, motion to approve the board for 2023. The roll call, Ron Ferris, aye. Todd Young,
Aye.
Chris Chapman,
Aye.
Grant Smith.
Aye.
Good. The motion for the board chair has been approved.
All right.
I
So
did
ne-
want to see if Ron was going to put himself there. So I appreciate that, Ron. That's confidence and I love it. So,
Yeah.
All right, next on the agenda is the director's report. So some you may or may not already know, and I don't remember if we had a board meeting since May, but I'm the interim director since Sylvie has vacated and moved to Arizona to sunnier and warmer skies. And that Trampus Shuck was moved into my former position as interim regulatory operations manager to oversee the investigations and the inspectors. Also, HLO has been working on Senate Bill 1549, and that's a temporary staffing agency bill. It came about through COVID, where somebody somewhere along the line felt that nurses, respiratory therapists, or anybody else that could work in a temporary status through a temporary agency, traveling nurses they call them, or traveling RTs. This bill is set up to require temporary agencies to register with HLO, and there's a work group working with OHA currently to try to determine what type of a rate cap there should be. There's a couple other states, Maryland is one, and I think Michigan is another, or Minnesota, that already have something like this in place. So we're building that currently. Right now, we're doing analysis on what agencies are out there in Oregon, who's operating in Oregon, and that's been a pretty daunting task. So that doesn't go into effect until July of next year. Moving on, if y'all can go to your statistics reports. So everybody on the board has been here for a year or better and has seen these. Does anybody have any questions on any of them? Or would like me to go over each one of them?
This is Ron. I reviewed them. They look consistent to me. I didn't see any red flags in there.
No? Okay. I'm at your cash balance now. You guys are about par. Beginning balance of 219,409 and ending balance of 220,851. So we got a little wiggle room, but it would take a case and a hearing to dislodge us there. All the assessments, they vary throughout the years. Boards come on, or expenditures come up, but this is pretty static for you all, as you can see. It's actually even gone down a little bit. Any questions on any of that? All right.
No.
Trampus, you want to give us your regulatory report, please?
Yeah. So hello, everyone. As Bob pointed out, recently there's been some shift around, and I have been assigned to be the interim regulatory manager. So as you can see, the regulatory report has a couple of bienniums on it, but most of them are actually zeroed out. Currently the only open cases that we have are from the 2023 biennium. We have 4 still open in that time frame. You see, we actually have received 7, but we've closed 3 of them at this point, and we just have 4 open. So things actually look pretty current right now with your guys' investigations. So
Good. Thank you.
All right. Public and interested parties.
I see we don't have any public on the phone or interest at this point.
No, we do not. So we can probably move past that to
Sure.
other board business.
No, I don't have any other board business. There was one that we were going to bring up about where the responsibility lied with insurance as far as interpreters for the deaf or the hearing or the blind, or there was something out there about it would be our monetary responsibility to do that. We talked about maybe getting that on the agenda, but and I think that the line in that letter was there are 4 boards within the health that are involved in this, and my question was, are we one of those boards that is detailed out? And so still keeping that in discovery to find out before any surprises would be new board business.
So there's still meetings going on about that bill. I think it's 1512 or 1912 or something like that. And I did not attend the last one. Tina did. I don't know if she has anything to report out on that. Tina, they come up with anything?
No, it was pretty short.
Yeah. So, I mean, I would think that there's a good possibility that this board would be included in that. But until the dust settles and it's written in stone, I don't know.
So I make it an unofficial request, but if it gets in your inbox, put it in our inbox. I appreciate it. Thank you.
We can definitely let you know. Tina, do you have something else?
No, Sammy, I did a little bit of research for Heather, and dentures are listed, can get paid through OHP. So if they're using that as a determining factor for a healthcare provider, that might be a indicator. I don't know. Just keeping that in mind. I just found that out the other day.
Okay. Yes, HLO can only provide you with the information that we have. We try not to give you suppositions. So like I said, this is still in the works, and educated guesses may or may not be appropriate, but I would probably just maybe plan that this could be you, but as soon as we find out, we'll let you know.
I have no other board business.
Okay, Chris, or I saw Ron, or not Ron, I saw Todd shake his head. It's Monday. Give me a break.
I think Bob needs some more coffee, folks.
Only had half a cup.
Good. I make a motion to end this board meeting. Should there be no further business?
Yeah, this is Chris. I'll second. There's my input.
Thanks, Chris.
Okay.
So Ron, you can read us out. You don't have to do a roll call.
So I just read out the Board of Denver Technology meeting is adjourned at 9:23 a.m. It's
All right, all.
9:22. Short and
Thanks,
sweet.